Peace. Peace to the God body. Peace to the divine baby. The divine seed. Also, peace to all my divine masculines that's coming back into the supreme knowledge of themselves, and not allowing themselves to get sidetracked and taken off the path. But this in particular video, for sure, is to cut aside all of the genders that you're talking about. We need gender to bring in the energies, but however, it's not one gender is more important than the other, because you can't have one without the other. And if you can, then you just like some type of what you call that, a diploid cell or whatnot, a cell that can duplicate itself, you know what I'm saying, by itself, you know what I'm saying, having its own 48 chromosomes, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying. If the woman is doing that, then she's not a woman, really, you know what I'm saying. I mean, in reality. So, the woman could, I guess, she has more testosterone than the man does. If we can utilize the argument of the chromosome being larger than the Y chromosome, the X chromosome being larger than the Y chromosome. You know what I'm saying? So we can argue the fact that, okay, since that X chromosome is larger than the Y chromosome, then that X chromosome has all the genetic information we need, which is the extra testosterone, the extra estrogen or whatever, whatnot. But that's not the case. Alright? It came from some super smart nigga that came on and tried to take you off your square. That was it. Because you gotta look at this. When the Nation of Gods and Earths came about, that was like 50 years after the fact that the NOI came. And remember, they replaced everything. They came in like a mystical thing, you know what I'm saying? Still by saying that there's no mystery God. You know what I mean? So I sat back and I did a knowledge to study them. So we allowed them 50 years to clean themselves up and what they do. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's always been a little tension between the Nation of Gods and Earths and the NOI. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that, they think that, the gods took their lessons and ran off and went to the streets, When the case was, it's like these were powerful lessons at that time. And if y'all felt that these were very important, then why couldn't they be in the hands of one who can break these down, which is the baby, the child? So, see, the manipulation starts in the elementary stages. That's why you have commercials. That's why you have things where the children sits in front of the TV like, yo, mommy, I want that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's deep. It's deep when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? The baby being the best part, if your argument is to say that, hey, look, the woman has all the power to raise the baby, she can make the baby either good or bad, this, that, and the third. Well, she does have that power and has abused that power. And so, it's been shown over and over again, even though if the baby didn't have a mom and dad and it was raised, they'll still get old enough to realize things for their own self and their own being. So they'll still learn from the wisdom of the Most High, if it's not a physical mom there or a caregiver. So X that out of the whole equation, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there alone is arguable. You know what I mean? We don't need a broken female that's broken right now, stuck in the narcissism, not narcissistic traits or narcissistic tendencies. I'm talking about straight up full-blown narcissism, or even worse, sociopathicism. We just made a new one up. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm saying, because we're speaking in the language of spells. So we always got to be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you know what I'm saying. Because we're naturally a telepathic species anyways. So, we can feel it out. But anyhow, though, I'm talking to the right, to the ones who qualify themselves. Alright? The child happens to be the best part of everything that you're doing. It's the reason why you're doing everything. It's the reason why you're doing everything. And they like, you better have my shit in order so when I get older, I'll be able to pass on the genes too. You know what I mean? Pass on the information and knowledge that you done passed down genetically and externally for me, So it's crucial. So when we say, well, if the woman is she's the God of the children, well then, or she gets their mind right, then they're like, yo, we got to get the woman's mind right. Whose responsibility is that? Can they do it on their own? I'll tell you this. The same way you feel about a wisdom saying that they God, there is a wisdom or a woman who feels the exact same opposite, which is they feel that you God. You see? You see why it's important for you to be strong? See why it's important for you to embrace yourself, who you really is? See why it's important for you to fast and have discipline on yourself? Discipline to say no to certain things and not even really have a desire to do it. I mean, like, yeah, turn it down some pussy. You shouldn't even be weak enough to go accept some extra pussy. Do you understand that? I mean, just for nothing. You gotta understand. When we get back to that point, then hey, shit, the wisdoms that have more trust in you, they'll give their whole being to you. That's what they want to do. But you gotta get yourself right, yo. You know what I'm saying? Your mind gotta be on point. Your heart gotta get back pure. You gotta go without for a moment. You gotta fast. You gotta fast. So, the reason why we get together in the first place is to make the child. It's not her babies, it's our babies. It's the same energy in two different vessels. You gotta study the science of what we call this, osmosis, and all of those different things, the different genes, the different types. You got the haploid gene, you got the double haploid gene, all these different things, man. You know what I'm saying? So, be careful. And a lot of people who saying that black woman's God is they like the woman. You know what I'm saying? The love of a woman. And we all been through that thing. Been through those stages. Same thing for a woman who like the love of a man. Who's saying, oh, niggas ain't shit. The niggas who ain't shit is the ones who's being raised by the woman to make sure they don't take no shit from a chick. So you see how unbalanced that is. You know what I'm saying? So all of this need to be balanced out because the queens, they need to get game too from when they younger. Alright? We ain't healed in this motherfucker. We all got some form of narcissism, some form of sociopath or borderline personality, some form of histrionic, and all of them together. So it's deep. And the only way you can get out of it to truly have world peace is to have inner peace first. It ain't no other way. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no other way. So you gotta be able to eat right and exact, fast. You know what I'm saying? Be the own controller of your thoughts. Be your sole controller of your own thoughts. Anytime a thought, I'm not gonna say negative, but a thought that is like undesirable to you in your vibration, you must replace it with a higher thought. Something that's amazing with yourself, something that's good. Original man and original people, when I say man, original people have been doing this for eons. We know how to make beats, drums. Drum on everything in this reality. Everything in the third dimension it can be touched physically. So it's a drum, so you can bam on anything instantly. That was one of your mechanisms from your higher self, which knows. Alright? So, the cream is the best part. The seed. You teach that one. Raise it up according to its talents. Don't just be narcissistic in raising them and narcissistically abuse your own children. And you ain't even give them a chance to even heal or to even grow into their godhood. Because remember, we just coming back. They already forgot it. We're just here to help them remember it. Alright? So start thinking. Because they can stay on the 5D level, the 9th dimensional level, 12th dimension, whatever you want to say. But it got to get up out of this realm of what they thinking. Something that's more tangible and wisdom based. You know what I mean? So, the God is the Trinity. It's the man, woman, and child. The best parts. The best part is the child. And it recycles itself and repeats itself over and over again. 1, 2, 3 equals 6. Knowledge borns equality. Wisdom borns wisdom. Understanding borns equality. 1, 2, and 3. So, knowledge and understanding are one and the same. So, You have to use your knowledge to be able to stand on firmly the right and exact knowledge, not just something that you know, and you can know a lie. I'm just talking about things that are concrete. And once you know a lie, it can't exist any longer unless in the minds of those who want it to exist. You know, so other than that, it will cease to exist once you use your power accordingly. So with that, I'm gonna say peace. I love you. Subscribe. The baby is God. The baby is the Most High. Everything you do, you better do it for the baby, right? So you gotta give you a little what you call it, little gunshot on your niggas, on my knocks. I love y'all. Get them push-ups in, at least 100 a day. I'm serious as hell. I need to be seeing y'all mom getting swole. Chest need to be like, what? I don't even know what the man. Put a walnut in the middle of that motherfucker. Like, man, I'm telling you. All jokes aside, though, to the side. The cream is the best part. Know to be wise, to bring forth your understanding. Alright? Teach the babies. Okay? The man reflects his knowledge down onto the female, the woman. Okay? Alright? So y'all be like, who taught her? She naturally listens to you. And you naturally listen to her. Okay? Let's get back into the love game, y'all. The child is the best part. It's the reason why we came together. Okay? The child. No matter what gender it is. Okay? That, peace. One love.